And this is what's known as Super Saiyan that's ascended past the Super Saiyan. Or you can just call it Super Saiyan 2. And this. Yo, yo, yo. Alright, so we're there for the penultimate episode of Dragon Ball Daima, episode 19. And, well, honestly, it's been an interesting ride. I know it's not the final episode, but you know, it's the second to last, and it's been, you guys, if you've got, I can't even get my words straight here, but if you guys have been watching my videos, like, you know, my Daima reaction reviews, you know, I like Daima. Honestly, it's been an interesting ride, and you know, coming from last episode, especially with Super Saiyan 4, all the hype, the excitement, it's been something else. We ended off last episode with Glorio making a wish, and of course, most persons have predicted that it's the wish to bring the cast back to their adult forms. And, you know, I'm usually transparent with you guys. I have seen 1 and 2 thumbnails, maybe posts from Herms, nothing crazy, but I haven't, like, intentionally, like, log on, alright, let me just go through all of Herms' like, Twitter posts to see what's going on. I haven't, like, done any intentional looking like that, so, just saying. But all in all, I'm looking forward to seeing how this episode rolls out. Not like, yo, second to last episode, man, honestly. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Let me know what you thought about the episode in the comments below. Leave a like, of course, subscribe, and let's get into Dragon Ball Daima DVD episode 19. Alright, here we go. Betrayal. Sorry, my girl. I've returned the cast to adults. Nah, like, I know that some persons wanted this to happen earlier, maybe a few episodes ago. But honestly, I don't mind, really and truly, it happening at this point. Back to peak Kakarot. But like, I just the wish just fix him close too. So, it's only one wish? Did they just go back to the Tamagamis? Jeez. Wait, what? I don't know, Jeets. Like, I mean, even if you were weaker as a kid, Goku had a whole additional transformation to compensate, and that still wasn't enough. Unless you got a Zenkai boost here. Why is he fighting in base? Gomah's obviously humoring him, honestly. Are we gonna get the flashback? No. Come on, dog.
もういい。首だ。行け。
じゃあの。
これまでありがとうございました。
Jano, Arinsu, even after all was coming together, like I hope we get more of Arinsu in the future.
Yoshi, やっと元の体の勘が戻ってきたぞ。
This is crazy to me. Like, just a pause here. Like, unless Gomah is like legitimately humoring Vegeta in his beast form, the only other like logical reason I can like go with is that they were like 100 times weaker in kid form. That's crazy to me. But I know that's the case. Alright. Yeah. Super Saiyan 2. Cheats. Alright, Super Saiyan 3. Yo, that looks clean. Man, come out with the full hand. Yo, the man look fresh.
Super Saiyan 3.
Yo. Alright, I guess all the persons who are complaining about Vegeta not getting some nice spotlights, there's that. And what I was saying last episode where like Vegeta being the only one not not, you know, joining back in the fight may have just been set up for this. And so said, so done. Yeah. I mean, he did kind of wish you guys back older, so love this piano rendition of the opening.
Glorio さん、ありがとうございます。
ナイスだ、グロリオ。
初めて名前をちゃんと呼んでくれたな。
That's not the first time. cheats. Yo. Bombas. Hey, you don't notice somebody can put on the Vegeta theme now. The Hell's Bells are something with this final flash here. Yo! Yo! Light it up! Yo, the man look clean, dog. Who this? Shadow Monarch Gomah? Oh shit!
Super Saiyan 3もそろそろ限界だ。
そうだな。
あいつ全然疲れを見せねえ。
Yeah, dog, this Tertian Oculus thing is ridiculous.
それも第三の目の効果らしい。
はい。
書庫の37番から魔力アイテムの書を持ってきてくれ。
へい、お安いご用ですよ。
Yo, Vegeta sweat, bro. It's crazy.
どうした？もう終わりか
？Ow. Ooh. That's Super Saiyan 3 stamina drain, man. Yep, there we go.
おいベジータ、オラもやっていいか？
ふざけるな！引っ込んでいろ！邪魔をするやつは俺がぶっ倒してやる！
どうしようかな。
いくらやっても体力が減らないとなれば、悟空が加勢したとしても同じことが
Yeah, exactly.
よいしょ。
Come on, speed reading.
お前たちよく聞け。あいつの第三の目は頭の後ろを3回続けて強めに
3 times in a row?
え、本当かそれ？
後頭部を3回叩く隙なんてなさそうだぞ。
ほらもう体力はそれほど残っちゃいねえが。
But he's got more than Vegeta.
ずっとマシだ。
Yo, that's a low-key style thing with Vegeta, the dog.
オラが戦うからピッコロは隙を見て頭の後ろを叩いてくれ。
しかしベジータさんはおそらくたとえ死んでも変わってくれませんよ。
Bulma, just give him the talk. Give him the talk.
ベジータ
なんだ！
いい加減に意地を張るのはやめて、みんなにも戦わせてあげなさい。
ふざけるな！こいつを死んでも俺が倒してやる！じゃあ死ぬがい！
バカなこと言わないで。これ以上やるんだったらもう絶対に一緒にお風呂に入って。
Man's a no dog. Me naked time. But all right.
しょうがない。
I'll let you take. No. Oh god, that was funny.
時間をかければどんどん不利になる。一気に勝負を決めねえとな。
Let's go with just using telepathy again. Super Saiyan. And this is what's known as a Super Saiyan that's ascended past the Super Saiyan. Or you can just call it Super Saiyan 2. And this is to go even further and beyond. Yo, I love the reference. I love it. I love it. Yo! Sorry this took so much longer than the others. This is what I call a Super Saiyan 3.
Super Saiyan 3
お前も無駄に変身するのか。
こいつらの方がマジ
These guys seem more like Majin. Yo, Goku just look. No homo, it might look sexy now. No homo. Wait, what? Hold on. No, hold on. Yo, the shitting for Goku right here, so. Yo, the man looks sick. Sick. One say, yo, I learned the transformation. I did the transformation once. I do it again. Boom, what? Yo! It must rip off the shirt. This is crazy, bro. Yo! Hey! This is what I call say it! Ah, damn! They should just ended it. Yo, this is what I call a Super Saiyan 4. Alright, that was the penultimate episode of Dragon Ball Daima, and yo, the excitement is there for all of us to see, dog. Very exciting episode, definitely loved it. I mean, it definitely recontextualizes some things from a power scaling standpoint, depending on how you're looking at it or how you're reasoning it. But all in all, awesome episode. So, oh, bike passing. Yeah, so one thing I would have said with last week's episode, with episode 18, was that, and a lot of persons shared the same sentiment, that they didn't like how Vegeta was the only person that got left out of the fight last week. And it's not like Vegeta got so much more damage compared to everybody else that was fighting and participating. So yeah, that was an issue for me for last week's episode as well. But one thing I did point out was the fact that maybe, just maybe, they're just setting the foundation for Vegeta to get some nice shine for this episode. A lot of persons, including myself, I was kind of expecting him to get Super Saiyan 4 as well, but I guess not. But anyway, the wish that Glorio made to restore everybody back to their normal adult selves, like a lot of persons predicted, we have Vegeta stepping into the spotlight. And honestly, I think it more than makes up for last week's lack of involvement where Vegeta is concerned, because this man got the entire first half of the episode and he looked very incredible doing it, like going up against Gomah in his adult Super Saiyan 3 state. You know, that was a complaint a lot of persons had. Were like, yeah, we like that Vegeta has Super Saiyan 3, but we wish it was in his adult form. So those persons who expressed that kind of complaints are concerned, you got your wish fulfilled with episode 19 here. And yo, I'm not like, it was awesome just seeing this man going in. It looked nice. It didn't feel like the cliche. It didn't feel like he was shortchanged, honestly speaking. So I loved it. The choreography, the animation, the art, Vegeta going in, definitely awesome. But one thing I will say, the point where I was saying that this episode kind of recontextualizes things based on how you look at it, it's of course in terms of the power scaling. Vegeta went in initially in base, and obviously we can see that was to get used to his adult body. Now, Gomah last episode, I'm saying to myself, he beat Super Saiyan 3 Goku, he beat Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So even if it was like they were trying to re-emphasize, remind you that yeah, these characters are definitely, or were definitely weaker in their kid states, like Goku had a whole additional transformation to compensate, and it still wasn't enough. So it got me thinking, like, were they that much weaker in their kid states, like 50 to 100 times weaker, like that much? And if that's the case, you kind of have to reevaluate how strong you'd actually place the Tamagami. But honestly, I don't think that's it, because based on how Gomah's size was this episode compared to, you know, when he came up out of the ground after Super Saiyan 4 Goku blasted him with his, you know, I guess for lack of a better term, until it's given an official name, with his blazing Kamehameha, or if you want to say it's his 10 times Kamehameha, he looked much bigger. So unless he powered down plus human Vegeta until he powered up to Super Saiyan 3. This episode, even though it was established that, you know, it seemed a bit different between episodes, right? Where last episode it seemed like the Tertian Oculus, the third eye, was just making Gomah stronger and stronger. This episode, it felt more like he was on one set level, like probably just about Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Goku level are a bit stronger, but it's just that his stamina doesn't go down. So, you know, it's up to interpretation. But for me personally, I would like to think that Gomah was humoring him and he powered down compared to his super giant self that we saw last episode. And even thinking about it, he does seem, between his super giant self and even attacking the demon realm Porunga, he did seem like he got back smaller. So yeah, I like to think of it like that. Even though I will admit, yeah, it would make sense for the characters to be weaker in their kid selves, their kid versions. To say like 50 to 100 to maybe even 400 times weaker, I don't think so. I don't think that's the case, given the fact that this isn't too long after the Buu saga, and these are characters, like, if you're thinking about the Tamagami and potentially like recontextualizing or reevaluating their strength, like, I don't think that's the case. These are characters that even Deborah couldn't beat, right? The Tamagami. So again, I don't think it was a case that they were 50 to 100 times weaker. But I just think it's more of a case like Gomah was just, you know, powered down a bit. Like the Tertian Oculus just powered him back down. Maybe after he got flicked by Shenron, and we're just sticking with, oh, his stamina, he doesn't really get weaker. His power level doesn't go down no matter how many times you hit him. So yeah, so there's that. So as it stands, it seems like in this episode he's just a bit above Super Saiyan 3. But maybe with next episode, Super Saiyan 4, he'll definitely get back that, you know, Tertian Oculus powering him up, plus the whole, you know, infinite stamina hacks, essentially. So anyway, that's my whole, you know, rant, or I guess babble, when it comes on to the power scaling this episode. Definitely it is something to be talked about, because I mean, given the circumstances and all the factors with all the different transformations and the characters that are going up against Gomah. But anyway, outside of that, I love the humor in this episode, right? Where it didn't really feel like Vegeta was cheaped out of the fights. The fact that Toriyama, it must have been him that wrote that joke in it, with like Bulma saying, yo, okay, yo, he's not going to, you know, stop the fight, he's not gonna allow anyone else to jump in, but yo, the fact that Bulma said, yo, we're not gonna be together, like, if you don't allow everybody else to help out, like, yo, that was actually funny. And I think it plays on where Vegeta is right now in terms of what he overcame in the Buu saga, kind of coming to terms with his new home on Earth. And it kind of plays into the whole comedic aspects that Toriyama has been, trying with Vegeta in the modern age. So, the dance scene from Battle of Gods. So yeah, it feels like it's very in line with how his character has been portrayed from that comedic standpoint, right? So yeah, that was actually funny, but I lied. That was I loved it. So it really doubled as a good joke, and a way to not make Vegeta feel cheaped out. I know it could feel like that way since Goku is back in Super Saiyan 4. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, the reference back to the Buu saga was fun. And obviously it's intentional because it ties in with the whole plan that we have here for them to buy time for Piccolo to come in, right? Which is also another good thing. The series continues this balancing act between, okay, Goku's there, but at the same time we're still depending on, it's still a team effort. So I definitely love that aspect as well. Rinsu and Majin, Ku, working up sorry, their plan, getting that magic book, finding out the weakness of the Tertian Oculus. The stage is set, and we have Goku again. Yo, that reference back to the first transformation for Super Saiyan 3, that first showing, like, this is a Super Saiyan, this is a Super Saiyan, this is a Saiyan beyond. That was. It would be fun if, like, for the English dub, if Sean Schemmel if they played the lines like that. That would be fun, I'm not gonna lie. And yo, the art, the shading, it just looks so intense and epic, dog. But nah, like, it's cool. But I was not expecting this man to go back Super Saiyan 4. Like, I'm saying, okay, yeah, maybe Super Saiyan 3 adult Goku versus Gomah. I was expecting Never to step in again. But the thing with this, no, even though it's hype, it's exciting, I'm hoping they give an explanation in the final episode to tie in with Super for why he doesn't use it, because obviously he got the experience, he got the feel for it. How Saiyans are, they experience something, they can do it again, whatever. So that makes sense, whatever, but it doesn't make sense just yet why he never uses it in Super going forward. So they have to tie up that loose end, and I'm hoping they do tie it up with episode 20, the final episode. Now, the only issue I would have with this episode per se is one of the issues I had last week where Glorio. Maybe, I don't know if it's me just thinking about it too deeply, but I still think that Glorio's backstory and his ties with Rinsu should have been scattered throughout the story to help with the pacing issues that this series has had. Because it would have had a much better impact that way, with Glorio deciding to, make them adults again instead and betray Rinsu, So that's the only thing. And at this point, maybe it's whatever, but for me, it just feels like that could have been a point of getting more invested in Glorio's character, where it would have felt much more. There would have been more oomph to it when he's like looking back at Goku when he comes back to the group. Like those stories where a character in a group betrays them, and then they get redemption and come back to the group, and you can feel the impact, and you're just like, I'm just glad that everybody's back together. It's like, it feels very surface level when it comes on to Glorio doing what he did and his mental struggles in terms of making the wish, right? So that's the only nitpick I would have, or issue, not even nitpick, the issue I have with the episode. But outside of that, awesome episode, dog. But nah, like, so there's that. So awesome art, awesome animation, love the music, especially that piano rendition of the opening. Love that Vegeta got some decent time to shine this episode, and it's not just decent time to shine and just, oh, then you've done your time, Vegeta, come out. It felt like he didn't get cheaped out of the fight. And at the same time, even though Goku's in the driver's seat now, with one-upping Vegeta, because I know persons are going to say it, with him transforming back into Super Saiyan 4, it's still a team effort at its core. So it just feels very balanced at the end of the day. And the only hope going into the final episode is that, yo, they need to cross the T's, dot those I's when it comes on to what happens to Super Saiyan 4 after this. Why don't they remember? Is it going to be what some persons are speculating, where their memories are wiped of the demon realm, never does something, or you know, or maybe it's just like a temporary thing where after this time Goku can't do it again. They need to fill that gap and explain that and tie it back into Super. And bring the form back into Super too, please. Now, the final thing, which I guess is a nitpick, the fact that we did not get fusion, dog. Like, what's going on, dog? What was the point of bringing in or foreshadowing it with the fusion, the merge bugs, the join bugs, and we don't get it? Like, you know, unless Vegeta is going to like get Super Saiyan 4 in this final moment, in this final episode, and then they fuse. I don't know. No, usually I don't really support like just doing things in a series for the sake of merchandising, but I mean, to be honest, they could have had like a Super Saiyan Vegito, Kakagita, Gogeta, or something like mini for the sake of DLC and merchandising. Like if even for that, but they didn't do that. So yeah, this isn't against the episode, but this is more of a nitpick, and I'm sure a lot of persons are gonna have this nitpick as well, because again, what was the point of the merch box of showing them going to the shop and getting it? So that's just my 2 cents. Outside of that, again, awesome episode, guys. Let me know what you thought about my thoughts, my review. I think this might be a long one. How long am I recording now? It's 13 minutes. This is going to be probably my longest Dragon Ball Daima reaction review video. But I mean, I had a lot to say about this episode. It's just, it was really good. Awesome episode, dogs. Awesome. So, of course, we'll be talking about Dragon Ball Daima. We'll probably talk about the series on a whole in this month's end of month subscriber stream, so be sure to subscribe and join us for that. So yeah, anyway, I've rambled on long enough. If there's anything I've missed, please leave a comment and we'll talk about it there or in the end of month subscriber stream. So Sanji Uchiha, see you in the next one. You see that next episode title, Maximumer, TFS reference, of course. So yes, Sanji Uchiha, see you guys in the next or the final DVD.